Beloved, it has been 3 years. I know I have not spoken to you. However, I assure you, in my silence, I have not been idle. These past 3 years have been among the most trying, crushing, and refining years of my life. I have been broken, purged, placed under intense fire, and transformed in ways that words can scarcely express. I have walked through many furnaces, passed through waters that threatened to drown me, and been pressed on every side. Yet I return, not as one who has abandoned the mission, nor as a woman who has forsaken the call, though the kingdom of darkness would have rejoiced to see me forfeit my destiny. No, I arise as a woman more committed than ever to see the cause of heaven advance here on earth. This time, I do not come bearing zeal alone, but words coated in oil and a deeper revelation of God. Much like Job, all that could be taken was taken. All that could be shaken was shaken, until only one remained, the one who sits on the great white throne. In the end, what proved unshakable was this truth: whom have I in heaven but thee? And there is none that I desire upon earth beside thee. My flesh and my heart faileth, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. In every trial, every furnace, every bitter cup of affliction, I have not merely endured, I have overcome. And I have obtained scrolls, divine blueprints, revelatory insight, fresh impartation, and an increased measure of grace. Every memory, now a testimony. Every wound, now a jar of oil. Every lesson, now a wellspring of life-giving water. Yes, I have indeed been emptied, but not of the things that matter. When I first began this platform, I was filled with a burning desire to share my testimony and present a strong case for the Lordship of Jesus. My voice began with a single cry: to draw others onto the transformational reality of the gospel, to refute deceptions, ideologies, and false narratives that war with this truth of Christ. I was deeply in love with knowledge and consumed by study, eager to appeal to the intellect through reason and logic, all anchored in conviction and truth. The cry of my heart was this: if the only thing I live for is to proclaim that Jesus Christ is Lord, to share my testimony, and to refute every lie that wrestles with this truth, then truly my life is a life well lived. And whilst I hold fast to this conviction and maintain a deep love for knowledge and study, heaven had a greater plan. Little did I know that God would summon me into a process so intense that I too would taste of Job's words. The thing that I feared most has come upon me. And yet, in the midst of it all, I saw God like never before, leaving me to feel the weight of Job's words. I have heard of you by the hearing of the ear, but now my eyes have seen you. In that wilderness, I was taken deeper into the sacred classrooms of the Holy Spirit. God used chosen vessels to confirm His agenda and uncover deeper layers of my calling, particularly in the prophetic. He revealed why, even as a young girl and throughout childhood, I walked such unusual paths and felt a profound connection to the spiritual realm. He moved me beyond the outer courts of information and ushered me into the depths of revelation, where heaven became more than just a citizenship, but a realm of continuous engagement. What began in passion and zeal alone has now been refined by fire. Words that once merely flowed from a sincere desire are now coated in oil, poured out as a result of crushing. For it is one thing to enter the doors of salvation and burn with a desire to be used by God. It is another to yield yourself to heaven's process of becoming a vessel fit for the Master's use. Though I do not speak as one who has arrived, nor as one finished with heaven's process, but as one instructed and encouraged by God to begin pouring out what has been entrusted to me. I carry a sacred vault of teachings, revelations, reflections, and insights. Some were discovered in the fire, others retrieved in the midst of crushing. Many were received through honor and submission, and others birthed in the continual flow of heaven's inspiration. And now I have been given permission to unlock that vault. There are scrolls to be released through videos, books, and manuals. Scrolls purchased not with material wealth, but with gold refined in the fire. Sacred pearls retrieved through affliction, surrender, and sacrifice. Revelations obtained through hunger, humility, submission, and honor. Each scroll carries a pearl, a hidden treasure forged in the secret place. Each scroll also carries a key, unlocking realms and dimensions in God for those who hunger for more. So, beloved, I do not return merely to speak, but to release the sound of heaven. I return to pour, to unveil, to declare what I have seen behind the veil. Heaven has summoned me back, not to add to the noise, but to sound the trumpet, not to perform, but to reveal the weight of His glory, not to entertain, but to awaken. My desire is that I would be a faithful steward of all that has been deposited in me, that He may bless you, edify you, and enrich your walk with God. The oil that flows has been pressed in secret. The water that flows comes from deep wells, and the light you see is not mine, but His. Until then, prepare your hearts, for the hour has come, and the silence is lifting. I have much to teach. I do not return empty-handed, and that which was hidden will soon be revealed. With love, Stefani Martina.